While the Mansfield Tavern is electric, let's keep it rolling. It is now time for your second fight. It is a super lightweight fight, and introducing first, Jacob Mills.
Fight number 2 coming in, XFC 63. That has a beautiful ring to it. We got Jacob Mills making his way through to the cage from Black Dragon Kai. And we know these gentlemen bring it as well. So looking forward to seeing what actually happens here. So coming in at super lightweight, making his walk to the cage. It's also on debut as well. If we talk about being ready for fighters, we know that that's exactly what happens with Geordie Levers McBain, basically our Australian version of Chuck Norris, with every single bout that you can name to his name. But also the fact that he's got 3 fighters on the fight tonight as well. So it's that beauty of having a fight camp when you've got your training partners in there with you, that you know you're all pushing to the same thing. So it's that great opportunity you actually band together and really, really get behind and support. What are you expecting here from the Black Dragon Kai boys here, Matt?
Yeah, mate, you're exactly right when you gave the Chuck Norris reference. You know, Chuck Norris is always rather embarrassed by those jokes, and it's because he knows over in Australia there's that Geordie Lovers McBain getting around. But you're exactly right, mate. Again, it's his debut, but I guarantee you there is no coach that puts his fighters through a deeper fight camp than what Geordie Lovers McBain does. He really, really battle tests his fighters before they make that step into the cage. So this kid will be special.
Introducing his opponent, Valentin Melagrani.
And every fight needs a dance partner. And here we have Valentin Melagrani coming out. Another young lad, 20 years old. We have Jacob, he's at 17, so a couple of years in difference in here. Roughly about the same height and same reach, so we're not going to see much there. Both gentlemen are actually white belts as well, but Valentin is coming out of base. So quick turnaround from the previous fight, coming off the celebration that they just had then, walking straight back into the cage. And this time, ready to go. He's got that, I was talking before about having your training partners in as well on the fights. This is that thing you get to actually ride the energy from your wins, from your teammates as well. So it's that high adrenaline component, both making their debut, and we saw how quickly fireworks can come out from before.
Yeah, well, when you're coming off the back of a fight, you're already ready. A lot of fighters, when they finish, they have a break and they rest and they get a bit sloppy, but he had no time to do that. He's just been constantly training and ready. So, well, I'm expecting fireworks from this lad straight away. He's probably really tired.
Yeah, and once again, you've got your Black Dragon Kai. So, Jacob, what he's bringing to the table, Muay Thai, Taekwondo, so expect those really good quality kicks. And then that base ground jiu-jitsu under the Fight Club system. But then we flick across the base, and we mentioned before just the fact around, you know, that ability to be able to adapt. And, you know, Damian Brown's done a great job at base in terms of having all of his fighters turn up and ready. You'll notice it's base training center. It's not just a fight club, so they have a huge environment. And the crowd is going crazy over here. It's not any surprise at all that Damian has all the tables behind us on the opponent's side blocked out, so you can't hear him.
This next fight is a super lightweight fight. B-class rules, 3 by 3 minute rounds. Introducing first, in the blue corner, weighing in at 74.1 kilos, making his debut tonight, fighting out of Black Dragon Kai Fight Club Jiu-Jitsu, Jacob Mills. And his opponent in the red corner, weighing in at 75.5 kilos with an amateur record of no win, 2 losses, fighting out of Base Training Center, Valentin Melagrani. And the referee for this fight is Peter Higmott.
Jacob's throwing some quick hands there, just doing the shadow boxing and keeping himself warm and focused. Here we are, touch of the gloves, straight into it.
Ooh. Good swing for the leg kick there.
Yeah, the tempo from Mills is right up there, isn't it?
He's looking to control that center cage.
Good feints as well. Oh, big swings.
Nice movement off the center line there, but he's throwing a lot of power in everything that he does. And this time, Valentin was able just to counteract that. He's driving hard, trying to get it.
Digging for that guillotine a little bit there. Both boys battling for this position right now.
And what I like here is Valentin is listening to his corner in terms of taking the single.
Oh,
no.
That was close. I thought his hand was up a little bit, but again, they're playing a bit of a game there, aren't they?
Valentin knew what he was doing. He purposely put his hand on the ground, and from that, basically Jacob threw 3 knees in a row while Valentin was technically grounded. So this is B-class rules. You're not allowed to do that. Also A-class rules as well, but in terms of professionals. Beautiful sneaky uppercuts there by Valentin.
Both boys are aggressive, aren't they?
Yeah, a bit of payback here. Swinging for the fences.
Hey! Both of them going.
This is what they pay for.
I'd be surprised if this gets out of the first round.
Valentin was just putting on a pace there. And I think from that point, Jacob was happy that Valentin pushed him against the
Hey,
cage.
big shots.
Oh, beautiful right hand there, 2 in a row. Beautiful trying to turn the corner there. Nice sprawl there by Jacob.
It's on the back, another one.
that's
he's
Both hooks in place.
Oh, it's not
It's
under
just
the chin,
on the
just
chin,
yet.
but he might be able to push in here.
Oh, another rear
Another
naked
win
choke finish.
naked choke.
Wow.
And Jacob was so explosive in that spin as he started to manhandle Valentin over. He managed to get both hooks in just as before his hips hit the ground.
Wow.
He was able to readjust and get that arm right underneath the neck. Beautiful jiu-jitsu there by Jacob.
From the sprawling to keeping his weight on top of Valentin, very, very knowledgeable as to what he's doing when it comes to this sort of thing, I think.
Valentin put a pace onto him as well. Like, there was some really, really good quality striking. Valentin was probably more measured in the way that he was striking, but Jacob was throwing with heavy, heavy intent.
Big time.
And that's what actually led into Valentin taking the takedown attempt, and Jacob sprawling quite well.
As you can see here, got onto the back, straight for the neck.
And then he readjusted as well and gets it underneath the neck and pops under.
Yeah, it didn't get on the neck straight away, but he eventually found his way and got that tap. So that's a great outcome.
The winner of this fight at 1 minute 39 seconds in the first round by rear naked choke. In the blue corner, Jacob Mills.
Coaches.
All right, everyone, again here with your winner, Jacob Mills. Again, I'm getting a little embarrassed to continuously repeat this, but we have another 17-year-old in the cage right now putting on a performance like that. Mate, that's ridiculous. What's going on there?
It's 20. 17.
First of all, I'd like to thank my mum, my family.
Does your mum know you're here?
Yeah, she's somewhere in the crowd. She's somewhere in the crowd. But I'd also like to thank my team at Black Dragon. Wouldn't be here without them. But yeah.
Mate, speaking of Black Dragon, what's it like when you've got such killers like that in the gym? Like I said, even though you're only 17, I can guarantee you that in terms of what they put you through at the gym is far harder than what your debut probably would have been. So what's it like training with those killers out there at Black Dragon Kai?
Yeah, it's pretty rare to get a pretty easy training session in. And yeah, I think about maybe every week I'll come home with a couple of bruises. Got one right over my eye, I think, somewhere. But no, it's good. Prepares me for moments like these. They help me deal with the pressure a lot. Just knowing I train so hard, just helps with confidence.
Speaking of Black Dragon Kai, we've got Geordie Lavers-McBain here. Mate, a question I've always wanted to ask you. Who would win in a fight between you and Chuck Norris?
I'm pretty sure Chuck Norris.
You're too kind. Mate, like I said, you've produced a lot of XFC champions in your time. What's it like when you get a special talent like this, 17-year-old coming through the ranks of the gym? Obviously, you've got a very strong stable continuing to grow through that gym structure.
Yeah, I'm really proud of Jacob. I think he's actually got a big future. I think he's got huge potential. He trains like adults. He's been training like that since he started training with me. So I think actually keep your eyes on him. He's going to be the future champ.
Mate, we'll go back to Jacob. Last question, mate. Obviously, I want to ask you about what's on in your future. Obviously, finishing school, getting your driver's license is probably next in the line. But outside of that, regarding your career, how far do you want to take this thing?
I want to take it as far as I can. Just get lots of fights. I love this.
All right, mate. Congratulations on your win. Fantastic debut, everybody.